I also don't understand why there has to be like a political backing behind kids dying of fentanyl poisoning. Like it shouldn't be a political thing. It's just wrong. You need to prevent it from happening. Like you need to be protecting the kids. You need to be protecting the border. You need to be protecting like this nation. And I don't understand why that has.
They equate the two in their heads, but they don't want to come out and say it in public.
Right. Yeah.
You know, we've worked a lot with state legislature on things. And as all you guys know, our representative is a Democrat. Mm-hmm. But, you know, we put that aside. I mean, we're not going to not work with somebody just because they share different political views.
Right.
And she, you know, her office has been really great with helping us. Mm-hmm. I mean, we've done a lot of good in this last session at the state level.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, so with the passion behind Forever 15, then drove you to run for Congress?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us how that came about.
In my head, a lot of it was from when we went to Washington. Mm-hmm. You know, you see all this stuff on TV, these hearings, and it's like that all day long. Ugh. It's just, you know, the committee hearing was about border security, and it immediately just went left into immigration. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there the whole day while these people fight about immigration. Yeah. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
the theatrics of it all.
Yeah. I'm not here for that. Yes, I care about immigration.
Right.
But I care about the fentanyl that's coming across the border. Mm-hmm. One of the sheriffs we met at the One Pill Can Kill conference is from Terrell County, which is Sanderson, out past Del Rio, out west. And he had commented on one of my posts the other day about, you know, the left wants to argue that, you know, it's all coming in from the ports of entry and all this stuff. And the right wants to argue about, you know, it's because of all the immigration. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
It's here.
Yeah. How do we keep it from coming here?
And we need to address that it's here and it's a problem. Mm-hmm. And nobody's even doing that.
Right.
You know, like I said, you know, we met with Chip. I know Chip Roy has talked a lot about it. Mm-hmm. Even before this current political cycle, our rep has not. We haven't heard from our rep. I haven't been able to find anything where our representative at the national level even addresses the issue at all, except to say that it's not the immigrants. And it's frustrating. Mm-hmm. And that was the main reason behind it, because there are very few representatives in Congress that are, this is going to sound bad, normal people, like regular people. I don't want to say normal people. Regular people.
Humble.
You know, they're all wealthy attorneys or whatever.
Because it takes money to run for politics.
Well, but that doesn't go into your pocket when you're done. It's not supposed to.
No.
You know, what originally was intended is you're a representative of your community.
Yep.
You go to Washington. You speak for
your
community. People in your community.
Your elected
people.
And
then you go home. Mm-hmm. You don't, it's not a full-time job.
Right.
Where you get to make money on the side off of whatever you got going on.
Right.
And people don't, you know, people don't feel represented.
No. I think they don't feel represented. I think they definitely don't feel heard.
Yeah.
Or even, you know, that they matter.
And it's always the talking point of the day. Mm-hmm. It's always, you know, we're going to go out and get the other side. Mm-hmm. They did this, so we're going to make sure and expose what they did wrong.
Right.
And, you know, people are struggling. We're not wealthy people.
Yeah.
You know, I work a regular full-time job. She works a part-time job so she can manage the nonprofit and homeschool our 6-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Kudos to you for that.
And a lot of families out there are just like us.
Yeah.
And, every day you're up there complaining about what Hunter Biden did or what, this person did or which are important things.
Right.
Some really bad things happened that were mishandled, but the American people are struggling day to day.
Yeah.
And y'all aren't addressing that.
No. Yeah.
Take care of that first, and then you can fight about what you want to fight about.
Right. I mean, I have a saying that you can't take care of your front yard until you take care of your backyard.
Exactly.
And so, we want to help out every other country, but we're not taking care of our own people.
Exactly.
And I think that if things don't start to change, you're going to see a huge revolt that I don't think they're prepared to handle. And it's going to take people like you that are upset with how things are going and think, you know what? I don't have any special interest. I don't care about making money to afford a second and a third and a fourth home. I want to just make a difference for my family, for my community, for, our friends. So we're not having to have these hard conversations of how we're going to keep our kids safe, how we're going to be able to afford things. So I think it's going to take a lot of just regular people that are fed up to make the change and the difference.